A certain man held a feast on his fine estate in town. He laid a festive table and wore a wedding gown. He sent invitations to his neighbours far and wide. But when the meal was ready, each of them replied, I cannot come to the banquet. Don't bother me now. I have married a wife, I have bought me a cow. I have fields and commitments that cost a pretty sum. Pray hold me excused, I cannot come. The master rose up in anger, called his servants by name, said,
Go into the town, fetch the blind and the lame, fetch the peasant and the pauper. For this I have willed, my banquet must be crowded, my table must be filled.
I cannot come.
My dear friends, today we meditate the Gospel of Luke, chapter 14, verses 15 to 24, wherein Jesus speaks about the king's banquet and his guests. The Jews had a series of ever recurring conventional pictures. When God broke into history, one of these was the picture of a messianic banquet. In today's gospel, it is this banquet that the man who speaks to Jesus was thinking. When he spoke of the happiness of those who would be guests at the banquet, he was thinking of Jews and Jews alone. An Orthodox Jew would never have dreamt that Gentiles and sinners would find a place at the feast of God. That is why Jesus spoke this parable. In the parable, the master stands for God. The originally who were invited guests are Jews. Throughout history, they looked forward when God would break in, but when he actually came, the Jews tragically refused the invitation. The poor people, tax collectors, sinners who welcomed Jesus in a way, made their way to the banquet. Therefore, my dear friends, in this parable, the invited guests made their excuses. And man's excuses, even today, do not differ much. Let us throw a glance at them. First and foremost, the first man said he bought the field. He allowed the claim of business to usurp the claim of God. Today also, we get so immersed in the world, in our work, that we have no time, maybe for Sunday worship, maybe for no prayer for the family, prayer, and also for people. Secondly, my dear friends, the reason the man gave was that he bought 5 oxen, the yoke. Yes, my dear friends, even today, when we get something new, we forget the old. Maybe we got a mobile in hand now. We have no time for prayer. We have no time for others. We are so immersed, the thing that what we get can be the lot of things that we buy can take us away from God and from people. And thirdly, my dear friends, we have the reason, the man telling that he married a wife. When good things, when we have celebrations, we tend to forget the Word of God, God Himself. After the celebration, we are so tired, we cannot attend the Sunday Mass, we cannot have a family prayer. The reasons are same, only the time may differ. Yes, my dear friends, let us remember a gloomy Christian is a contradiction in and to Christ, because a man is for Jesus and forever should be for God and for the Lord and for one another if we are Christians. Let us remember today as we celebrate the feast of Saint Charles Borromeo, a man who lived for God and for people.
God has written a lesson for the rest of mankind. If we're slow